Hello everyone, this is your 5 and welcome to Cobra my Central Toy Review. And today I'm looking at the 2011 release by Hasbro of the G.I. Joe celebrating the 30th anniversary action figure review. And today's action figure review we'll be looking at the Wave 1 of the Cobra Viper infantry for the Cobra organization. Now I got this straight from eBay and this cost me 50 ringgit. That includes shipping as well. Now for the 30th anniversary figures itself, Hasbro Malaysia did not bring any of the 30th anniversary Wave 1 figures to Malaysia at all, so I have to resort on getting this straight from eBay. Now let's take a look at the front portion of the packaging itself. Now on one corner here we have the same exact artwork for the Pursuit of Cobra Desert Battle Cobra Viper's artwork. Exactly the same artwork, except for the difference is that we get to see a whole lot more on the Cobra Viper's artwork. This time we have the name of the Cobra Viper blocking this part of the view. Now inside the plastic bubble we have the Cobra Viper there, and he's being tied with the assault rifle. He's actually come along with a lot of weapons this time. He got an assault rifle tied onto his hand, his classic Cobra Viper's standard issue rifle. We have a bazooka here, which looks similarly like an RPG rocket. We have a machine pistol with a stock and a silencer equipped with a scope. And also we have another assault rifle at the bottom section here, a backpack at the bottom here, and behind the figure is the base stand. And behind the base stand itself is the catalog for the Pursuit of Cobra catalog that showcase Wave 1 and Wave 2 figures, which makes no sense at all because this is already at 30th anniversary line, no longer the Pursuit of Cobra line. Now let's take a look at the back portion of the packaging itself. This time we have a nice full artwork of the Cobra Viper, as you can see on one side here, and here we got a nice little Cobra logo here at the bottom section stated as infantry. Here we have the rest of the lineup, which includes the Sergeant Stalker, Steel Brigade, Cobra Trooper, Iron Grenadier, Cobra Viper, and Hazard Viper. We have 3 more unidentified figures that's listed as coming soon. Now here we have the profile card for the Cobra Viper. Got a nice little Cobra logo here on one corner, stated code name Cobra Viper Infantry, name none, birthplace various countries, primary weapon VPR standard issue pulse rifle, meaning the standard issue weapon for the Cobra Vipers. Now on the combat gear it gets more interesting. I'm going to pull this card a little bit closer. Now it's stated that tactical pack, missile launcher, missile stand. These items, the missile launcher, the missile and the stand, is not included in the packaging, if you have noticed that, because Hasbro did the mistake that and just did a copy and paste directly from the Pursuit of Cobra Desert Battles Cobra Viper's combat gear, as you can see there, which is very hilarious if you look at it. Now here we got a nice image of the Cobra Viper's avatar, and you got a nice little stomp of a Cobra seal. Here there's a small little write-up stated Cobra Vipers are the highly motivated, superbly trained and formidably equipped backbone of the Cobra Legions. Their combination assault rifle / grenade launcher can function as a short burst assault weapon, sustained fire cover support weapon, or a long-range marksman rifle with a night vision telescopic sight and range finder. Very nice. So without further ado, let's open up this packaging and molest the figure. Be right back. And we're back after removing the figure and the rest of the stuff out from packaging. Now let's take a look at the Cobra Viper's accessories here, starting off with the base stand. Now it comes with a nice little base stand that's based on the 25th anniversary style. You got a nice Cobra logo on the top with 2 pegs for the figure to stand on. Nameplate there stated as Cobra Viper, and the bottom section here stated as at 2007 Hasbro made in China. Now for the Cobra Viper here of the 30th anniversary line, the accessories, the 3 main accessories still remain the same according to the Pursuit of Cobra version of the Desert Battle Cobra Viper, or the 25th anniversary version of the Cobra Viper. So we still have the same old accessories as the pulse rifle here, the VPR standard issue pulse rifle, which is made entirely of a grey plastic material. Same similar mold that came from the 25th anniversary line with a lot of nice details there. Then we have his vest attached with 2 hand grenades made of a black plastic material with nice little Cobra logo on the corner here, and a molded detail of the Cobra logo at the belt buckle there, painted with red straps. As you can see, all the straps there are painted in red. The back portion is all black. On the side and the bottom section of the pouches are painted in grey. Again, similar mold, same mold as the 25th anniversary version. Then we have his backpack, which is made of a black plastic material. On the other side is all hollowed out, and you got a small little peg there to peg it at the back portion of the figure. The only paint job involved for this entire backpack is the 2 grenades here, which is a separate piece, but they actually painted in red. Now if you compare the 2 hand grenades for each side, the pair of hand grenades there, for the vest version, as you can see, is painted with a silver lining there, but for the backpack they didn't actually do the same thing. This is similar to the Pursuit of Cobra Desert Battle Cobra Viper's version as well. However, for the 30th anniversary Cobra Viper, it is given additional weapons, which is kind of interesting. Now, despite that the back packaging stated that it came along with a missile launcher and a base stand for the missile launcher itself, but it's originally meant for, well, for the 30th anniversary line for this figure itself is all originally meant for these weapons listed down here, not the missile launcher with the missile and the missile stand. So what we have here is a nice little machine pistol attached with a silencer, a scope, and a stock at the back. Now this is a new mold. Now the entire thing is made of a black plastic material and is a new mold that did not exist in any of the lines itself. So this is a very nicely done new accessory there, with a little bit of details there. You got stock at the back, scope, silencer, very nicely done. Now, however, this section of the handle cannot be wielded at all on the Cobra Viper's hand, because due to the stock itself, you can only have him wield this gun through the handle here, not at the back, so it'll look kind of weird. Then we have a familiar old mold that came from the 25th anniversary line. The entire rifle here is made of a black plastic material with no paint job at all. This actually came, well, you can find this weapon from the G.I. Joe 25th anniversary, the Cobra 5-pack that came along with the chrome face Cobra Viper. And in that 5-pack, not only the chrome face Cobra Viper, the Baroness figure is given with this rifle here. So it's actually nicely done with the details. You got stock at the back, the barrel, the magazine clip, the handle. You got a nice little finger guard there, and the trigger. Very nicely done with the details. Then we have a new weapon. It's an assault rifle with a drum magazine instead. Very nice. You got a handle on the top, handle at the bottom, stock at the back, drum magazine, the barrel, and the grenade launcher. The entire thing is made of a black plastic material with no other paint job at all. Very nicely done. A new weapon for the Cobra Viper. And finally we have an RPG rocket, or somewhat similar to an RPG rocket. It's a bazooka there, and this is made of a black plastic material, and the mold here is totally new. Very nice. You got a scope on the side here, a big old large scope. Got a handle, a very thin handle on top here. You got a stock in this section, a handle here and another handle here. But for the Cobra Viper, it's quite difficult to have the figure properly wield this bazooka here, especially when you have this stock at the back portion trying to stay affixed onto the shoulder, or at least lay close to the shoulder, and then you've got the other hand holding this handle and the other hand holding this handle here. It doesn't pose very well. You have to fiddle around with it due to the hindrance on the shoulder joints there for the Cobra Viper. Now, what's nice about this bazooka is that this grenade here is actually detachable. Very nice. Very nicely done. I really wish they gave more grenades, the bazooka grenades there, rather than just one. It would be very nice accessory. But the entire weapon mold here is very nice. And that's all the accessories for the Cobra Viper here. Now let's take a look at the figure's paint job. Now, majority of the parts, as you can see here, is exactly the same as the Pursuit of Cobra Desert Battle Cobra Viper, with one minor change on the paint job. Now you can see majority of parts here is the same. This is the Pursuit of Cobra version of the Desert Battle Cobra Viper, and this is the 30th anniversary version. The only change is the obvious paint job on the wrist guards here, and a bit of change on the skin tone for the flesh tone skin. As you can see, the 30th version, the skin tone is a bit more tanner in color, and as you can see, the wrist guard here is totally in different colors. For this version, this is way more harder to find, and it's getting more rarer because now the Hasbro is focusing on releasing this figure, which is a much more better choice because it comes with a whole lot more weapons, and some of the weapons are very nice, especially on the bazooka there. For the figure itself, the paint job has no changes except for the wrist guard, but for this version it follows heavily to the classic 25th anniversary style, or the classic Cobra Viper paint job. As you can see, both even have the red wrist guards there, but the gloves are still in black. Now, for the figure's mold, the mold is exactly the same. There is no changes with the mold if you compare it to the Pursuit Cobra version of the Cobra Viper. No changes at all. The head is still made from the 25th anniversary of the chrome Cobra Viper head from the 5-pack itself. The torso, the waist, the thighs, and the shoulders are from the Pursuit of Cobra of the City Strike Shock Trooper. No changes there. The lower arms is actually from the Rise of Cobra Arctic Threat Storm Shadow. Again, basically all the same parts. And the kneecap all the way down to the boots is also from the Pursuit of Cobra line of the Desert Battle Zartan. no changes at all. So the articulation is also the same with the Desert Battle Pursuit Cobra Viper. So we have here, for the articulation for the neck, can pivot upwards, down, side to side a little bit, and then 360 degrees. Also can move forward, back, also side to side, and turn 360 degrees. Shoulder joints here can turn 360 degrees, and lift the shoulder joints this high. Elbow joint here can bend this far, back, and turn 360 degrees. Wrist joint is still same as the Desert Battle Cobra Viper from the Pursuit of Cobra line. So on the right hand side, the hand itself, the wrist joint can pivot downwards, upwards, and turn 360 degrees, and the left hand side of the wrist itself can go inwards, outwards, and turn 360 degrees. Hip joints here can move forward, back a little bit to the sides, double jointed knee that bends this far, and ankle joint that pivots downwards, upwards, and turn 360 degrees. Now let's fully equip our 30th anniversary Cobra Viper. Now, for my opinion, I still prefer the blue wrist guard, and I also like, well, the red wrist guards as well. You can always treat these guys as a different sort of a, well, rank in the Cobra organization for the Cobra Vipers itself, which is a nice thing. However, to get the blue wrist guards is extremely, well, rare and very hard to get. So if you can get them, it's best to get them as much as you can. The red wrist guard is still a very nice Cobra Viper unit, considering the amount of weapons that he is given for this figure, especially when he is given with a much more larger bazooka compared to the Cobra Trooper found in the 30th anniversary line, or the Pursuit Cobra City Strike Cobra Trooper. Very nice. So if I want to give a rating on this, yes, I do prefer the red wrist guard because it has more weapons, but I also like the blue wrist guards as well if you compare the both of them. Yes, so either way, they both are equally awesome looking. However, if you're a purist, you're most probably gonna stick to the red wrist guard there. So if I'm gonna give a rating for the red wrist guard, I would say I'll still give it a nice 9 out of 10, because it follows the original style of, well, at least as much to the original color uniform of the Cobra Viper, and to modernize it, and it uses a lot of parts that I really like, improved parts of course, plus the fact that it comes with a lot of, well, a lot of weapons. So 9 out of 10 for the Cobra Viper. So I thank you all for watching. This is Lucy05, and I'm signing off.